Good afternoon again, YouTube family. Good morning or good evening whenever you're watching this video. I had to come back because somebody had left like a message somewhere for me, and I guess because I was dealing with so much, I forgot about it, and I was going to address it until they sent me an email, so I'm going to address it now. I was in the chat, because you know how you have the chats, and I was going around, and I was, you know, out of common courtesy, I just speak to people. In the chat, of course, the content creator, there's a panel of panelists in the chat. So I was just supporting somebody and they didn't have that many people in their chat. I think it may have been like at that moment because they had just started 5 people. So again, out of common courtesy, I spoke to the content creator and I spoke to the mods and then I spoke to the chat. And so within the chat, there were like three other people in there or something. So I, if I can, if it's not really rolling fast or whatever, going fast, and since there was not a lot of people in at that moment, I just spoke individually to everybody and told them I hope they had a great day and hey, whatever. And one of the individuals responded, um, I like, I'm gonna have to say the name, jeez. I like Fababe. And that was all they typed in the chat to me, at me. And I said, okay, I'm not really sure what that means. And that's what I put in the chat. I said, okay, what does that mean? Yeah, and then they responded, anybody who doesn't like her, she doesn't speak to that individual, and I'm a person that don't like her or something, or against her or something to that nature. And it hadn't registered. I had to kind of think about it for a moment and really give it some thought before I responded back. And I responded back, I'm really not understanding what you're saying. So, in essence, if I'm not what y'all call Babe Nation, if I'm not that, then they don't speak to me or have any dealings with me. And I wrote back to her, I said, okay, you know, if that's, I was just speaking. I wasn't trying to get a date, pick you up, you know, get into online chat sex and masturbate to you or anything like that. I was just doing what I was taught to do, and common courtesy is when you enter into a room, you speak. Simple as that. I don't know who Babe Nation is because outside of people may say, go watch this, I don't really watch her. But personally, I have nothing against her. Because the first thing I'm going to tell any of you or any people, I'm not blocking my blessings for nobody. So it's the character. People always say, a friend of mine would always tell me, it's not actually the person, but the character of the person. And most of you say, these are personas. These are not people, you're not really what you're presenting. This is just a persona. So if that's the case, I still don't have anything against a Phi Babe. I don't. That's why I didn't put her name in the title or anything like that. But I said, well, I understand. It's okay. But when I said that, I kind of left it alone. But they came back and said it's not okay. And they just gave, so there was my second time, I think, having to, which I call a windmill in the chat. Never cursed, never disrespected. But the individual stated, because I like that, the old meth head MF, uh, Tim, and you like that Mutt Tree D Tracy, and that loudmouth country H. How you say ho? Is it H? Whatever. Deanna Irvin, and I'm like, who else she named? Who else is she named? Rick Reed. I'm trying to remember who she said I liked, and we're all against Fabe, or I'm against because I support them. I'm against her. Um, and I'm trying to remember Deanna, Fabe, Tracy, uh, Uncle Tim. I can't think of who else it was. It was several people. But she was typing this out. She was typing line, you like so and so, so and so, but she was calling them out of their names and all of that. And so I wrote back, well, I I thought that was the purpose of people in the beef sector, was to beef. Um, Personally, I don't have anything against anybody on YouTube. I think some of the actions are crazy. I think some of the things they say are delusional. It doesn't make sense. But personally speaking, from my heart, I don't have anything against a woman. I don't have anything against anybody that I watch. I don't have anything against any of the people that they fight with. That's just their entertainment. That's the aspect of why you're in the beef sector. So I again I said, well, I understand. I didn't go into you ain't got to call. I didn't go into no long drawn out stuff because that's not me. I wasn't about to get into no argument over that. It was not that crucial. I just spoke, and all you just being courteous, and so all you basically had to say was, you know, because you not to speak, or just don't respond. But I just couldn't gather somebody telling me, and they had a picture, and they look like the lady looked like she had to be in her late 40s, maybe in her 50s, I think. Maybe I'm just guessing. Um, it's just somebody of that age, and of my particular age, I'm 60, would talk like that. I don't like you, and I'm not speaking to you because you don't like my friend. I couldn't grasp it if I tried. But so I said, it's cool, it's okay. I promise it's okay. If I probably won't recognize who you are if you're in somebody else's chat, and I just speak. That's just who I am. I just speak. But it's like we went back and forth for a while, and the content creator said, well, "Let them work it out." I thought I told her, "There's nothing for me to work out. I'm fine. I'm not sitting here on your live trying to, support you and listening to you while somebody's here going in on me just because I spoke." So it hit me when I went back and saw another video, and I checked my messages. I said, let me go back and do a quick video. This is really, you know what? This is beyond craziness. This is beyond uh, normal. And I wanted to ask her, if God spoke to you, would you speak to him? Or is Phi Babe against you doing that? Because you love God or like God. And that's the next time that happens. I would. I wouldn't in my, I guess I say frame of mind to where it wouldn't come out. To, when you're in, sometimes you're in discussions and things. The things you want to say don't pop up until hours or maybe days later. So it didn't pop up until a little while ago, and I was thinking about it. I said, well, so if God, tapped on your door, if He said hello to you, would you tell him, I can't look, you don't rock with Phi Babe, so I can't speak to you. Why, don't speak to me. Now, I don't have an issue with not speaking to you. Matter of fact, I don't know who you are. Uh, so I just don't know. But I just don't find that to be anything crucial or anything worthy of me losing, again, my blessing. It's all about, for me, it's all about, number one, really is being true to yourself and being honest with yourself. But number two, to really don't block the blessing, whether it's coming from the universe or God, however you want to look at it. I'm not blocking my blessing over something trivial. And I think that's the thing. It's trivial. And I'm not understanding, I'm not sure why other people don't see this is really trivial. And you think I'm going to have high blood pressure, stress, stroke, heart attack over something trivial because you won't speak to me, because you feel I don't like Fat Babe. I have nothing against her. Nothing, honestly. I don't like her character. I mean, it's blatant she lied or whatever. A lot of others, but to me, you're the one who's kind of foolish to get on somebody else's platform, um, or come into their chat, and just because somebody speaks to you, you want to throw this Babe Nation thing into the mix. That's not me. I really don't care. I don't. But I'm just trying to figure out, are many of you on YouTube in this particular area like that? I'm not saying don't watch the individual because you hate the individual. I mean, that's your prerogative. I'm just saying, because I don't rock with certain people, or because I don't, whatever with certain people, then I'm poisoned with other people. So anything that I'm based my friendship or my YouTube, if that's a word, YouTube ship, or my connection with somebody, if that person is with somebody you don't like, then I'm poisoned as well. People, y'all say this all the time in this particular area. Think for yourself. You're a grown individual. You're an adult. You're a being of individuality. I like those people that she talked about, yeah. But I'm not, as Rick would say, riding on his uh, penis. I'm not up Deanna's, Tracy's. Uh, it was somebody else she mentioned. I'm not under their dress in their panties. I'm not in between Uncle Tim's legs trying to grab his crotch. It's not that deep. I like them, just them. Uh, so I'm kind of confused with that, with this. It's just I'm not really. I don't know how to grasp it, but I had to come back and tell you guys, I was raped through the coals just because I said hi to somebody. That was it. Just because I said hello. And y'all think I'm kind of weird? Mm, know that I love you. But, woo, God loves you so, 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 so much more. And the moment you realize that everybody in this universe is just a human being, no greater, no bigger, no better than anybody else. They're, they, we all could have the same fallacies, misconceptions, perceptions, whatever. But it's not that deep. Have a blessed weekend. Bye bye.